What's good, everybody? It's The Wave, and we back with another reaction video. Like I always say, these watch with me videos. This one you already know is fam, so it's going to be a little more close to home. Shout out to my boy Los from 85 South. Make sure y'all following on all platforms. Shout out to DC and Chico Bean as well. Make sure y'all following them as well. And but this one I for sure am interested in because Shaq, the Big Podcast, is really a great podcast. I feel like he has a lot of great guests on there. It's a mix of being funny, but Shaq being so into business and having so many entities in his hands and so many different things. You definitely walk away with some gems. But with this one, like I said, having Los on there, gotta watch it and see what it's about. Make sure y'all continue to like and subscribe. Comment some of y'all favorite moments. I definitely want to start some threads at the bottom. And yeah, let's get into it for sure. For sure.
People that are obsessed with sports, fans of sports, has there ever been something that you just think is ridiculous about the entire thing?
Stephen A. I don't know what his real job is.
Talking.
Just yelling about that nobody cares about.
He does get emotional about things that are medium.
It just be in the
How y'all feel about Stephen A?
sports world.
I be rocking with First Take.
No
I ain't
real
gonna lie.
argument.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant doesn't eat breakfast. They're like, who cares?
Say that again.
Kevin Durant doesn't eat breakfast. I'm telling you. The son's got it all wrong here. What the hell are you mad about?
Yeah, I do it big. I'm coming to win. I do it big. Say it again. I do it big. I'm coming to win. I do it big. Say it again. I do it big. I do it big. Say it again. I do it big.
Hey, what is up? What is good? How you living? How you feeling? How you doing? It is the Big Podcast with Shaq, where we always do it.
Big.
You like this guy.
Oh, I love
You
him.
find this guy funny as hell.
Me and him been boys for a long. First time I met him, he just 10 minutes just going at me.
Oh, then he's your favorite.
Oh,
Can I give him a big introduction?
yes, you may.
We have had DC Young Fly. We've had Chico Bean. Let's continue to experience the 85 South dream. Straight out of Atlanta. He got a lifetime lease. And if you give him some grease, he might slide you a piece.
That's real.
From Wild Out Roast to Podcast Gold on repeat, he's the one with the smoke and the smooth southern heat. In the Shahuka Lounge today, we got a true comedy killer. Put your hands together for the incomparable Karlous Miller.
I'm from Mississippi though. They gonna be
He job be killing them intros though. I ain't gonna lie.
about that.
You're from Mississippi?
Really?
Yeah, he always
I didn't
shouting
know
out
that.
Mississippi.
Yeah,
I swear to them. I got
How old were you when you moved?
22.
so
I
you
got
were
a question. You have Spanish in your family?
Spanish?
I don't know no name Carlos. I know one, Carlos Boozer, but he's like mixed.
No, it's just
You
regular,
ain't mixed.
regular Mississippi black folks in my family.
So where the name Carlos come from? That's
Man, where
Spanish,
do
ain't it?
all black people names come from?
Bro, hold on. Carlos is a Spanish name, my brother.
I think
This
it
is
was
with
a
a K,
black
though.
name
No,
first.
the hell no, it's Spanish.
But his is with a K and a U.
Good point.
Made it real black. You see what I'm saying?
Is that your real name, Carlos?
Yeah.
Hell no, I don't know no black people named Carlos, dog.
Yes, me. You know me? Yeah, me and my brother. I'm Carlos and that's Chucky. They always thought his name wasn't his real name because Child's Play came out. And then, the name Chucky got real popular.
Yeah, it
so
did.
I was like, that's not his real name.
That's funny. Those some unique names for sure.
He still have to go through that too. So my parents always just wanted Carlos though.
The time you met and he wrote, do you remember that time?
Of course, man. How did you hire Shaq at a comedy show?
Not. And so do you remember how you were going at him?
Man, this one thing about Shaq, bro. He loved when you talk about him.
Loves it.
I always wonder if he really love it or he just waiting on somebody to say the right and slap it out of him. That's what I always wonder. Because he laugh when you make jokes, but then I ain't never seen somebody say something and Shaq be like, all right, you better watch it.
Yeah, is there a line?
No, nothing. There's not.
Everything's on the table?
Everything's on the table.
When you rich as Shaq, everything is funny.
Right.
You just laugh at It ain't nothing to be upset about.
Tom Brady had some things he didn't want you to joke about at his roast.
Ain't nobody scared of Tom Brady though.
That is true.
Slap the shit out of Tom Brady. The
Hey, you know what's hilarious, bro? Slap the shit out of Tom Brady.
average would at least try to slap the shit out of Tom Brady.
That's true. They have this thing they do. I don't know if y'all still do it. It's called the show.
I don't do it no more.
It's similar to the Apollo, but it's
The
more
hood version.
advanced. So they got these little pillows. As soon as you come in the door, they give you small, medium, or big size pillows. You go on the stage and do it. And if your show is, you start throwing pillows at you.
Shaq had 100 pillows.
So-
He was throwing the hell
Yeah,
out of them.
so I bought like a bucket of 100 pillows. I'll wait. I don't want to be the first to assume. So I thought I was just trying to hit people in the head. So he saw me there one day.
Yeah, man.
He killed me 10 minutes straight. I was on the floor.
Shaq, you keep a lot of going on, man.
I don't know.
Like I've been over here for like 2 hours. I'm just, where the white women at? I didn't know he was gonna be. I thought they said it was a bunch of white women walking around here making sandwiches and
With big booties.
with big booties. 2 of them had big booties, and
Yeah.
2 of them was working.
They
Shaq,
upstairs.
why you fire the white women the week I come?
They upstairs.
Oh, I just ain't in the right part of the house. Okay, I thought Jess was lying. I already texted her and said, "You lying? Ain't nobody over here."
I hit up when that came out. I hit up Shaq's cousin. I said, "Do the white women come after I leave? Like when?" I wasn't sure.
They're here.
Shaq,
But
you
I just don't bring them around
having
these 2
white
right
women
here.
and not sharing them
My
with
2 work wives, because they be on me. I can't do nothing wrong. I got a question. It's
Okay.
not a thing. It's not a question. You talking to your woman on the phone,
Okay.
and a random dude calls and she puts you on hold. That's a no-no, right?
Put me on hold.
Yes.
Man, you crazy.
Whose woman is this again?
Your woman.
No, my woman don't do like that.
Thank you. That's what I said.
Why is he calling her?
I'm about to say.
He's an old friend that went to college.
Ain't no such thing as an old friend.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, all right, I appreciate that.
Why would he call and
That's
she
my point.
left him on hold for like a minute?
You ain't put me on hold for not a
Nah,
nanosecond.
you gotta wait till we get through talking. Or if you go and talk, you gotta call back. You don't put me on hold.
Thank you.
He a nice guy though. He'll let her do it, right?
Well, my question is, maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's some context.
Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason.
That's the culture
All right.
difference. He'd be like,
Yeah,
well,
no,
I trust my girl.
no.
Damn, that's how I sound.
No, it wasn't him. It was a sister.
Oh,
A sister was talking to her man, who she loves dearly. She would never do anything, but an old dude called because I was next to the old dude that called, and she put her husband on hold.
damn.
Talked to the old dude, and I answered the phone. I was like, "Aha!" She's like, "What are you doing now?" I was like, "Hang up."
She don't watch the show, dude.
She right there.
Damn, that's wild putting
Yeah,
them on
she right there,
blast
little
like
mama.
that.
No, cause hold on, I know she got a man, right? So I get to some random bar, and this dude was like, "You know what you call?" That's like my work wife, and I'm like, "Yeah." So now I'm in.
Hold on. Some dude walked up to Shaq
Came up to me and was like, "You know what you call?"
and asked about a woman.
She's my work wife, so
Wow.
I treat her with honor and respect. So when dude was coming up talking to her, I was like, "That's not her boyfriend name. What's happening?" "Oh, we went to school together." I said, "All right, call her." And he called her, and I was like, "Aha, busted." She's like, "No, that's my friend," but she put her husband on hold, and we've been talking about this the last 4 weeks. Moral of the story: don't put your man on hold for no random dude. Ever.
Definitely at this point, if y'all watching, comment at the bottom. What's the deal?
Nobody.
So, do you want some cheat GPTs?
On hold or
Yes,
not
let's do
on
it.
hold?
Or do you want to explain it to Carlos?
Cheat GPT.
I know what y'all talking about.
Cheat.
Yeah, cheat GPT.
So
I might get
I'm
that
gonna.
wrong. black
No,
men
no.
don't cheat.
Yeah,
Well, no,
that's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
So I'm gonna.
I might not know nothing about all
Yeah.
that.
I have created a chat GPT that comes up with scenarios that Shaq has to get out of. And after hearing you talk, I can feel like you're going to be really good at this too.
Okay, bet.
In fact, do you want to give him the first crack at it or do you want to set the tone? Why don't you set the tone? It's called the bathroom mirror bomb. Your girl is scrolling through IG stories. She clicks on a girl she doesn't know. Up pops a mirror selfie in your bathroom. Your toothbrush, your towels, your wall art, undeniable. The girl doesn't tag you, but your girl recognizes the background instantly. Shaq, how do you explain it?
Slice was using my room because I got all the extravagant in my room, so I let my boy Slice use my room.
And so
That's
she
his
was
girl.
just posting in there, thinking it was Slice's room.
Yeah, probably.
And then you get Slice on the phone. Slice got you. So that's how Shaq would get out of that situation. You've had time to think about it. Do you?
I mean, that kind of did happen already. You kind of, what I did, it wasn't my bathroom, but it was definitely my kitchen. It was undeniably my kitchen. And that's just one of them ones where you can't even explain it. You got it. You caught me. You investigative work. Not unless you real good and be like, who hurt? Man, stop playing.
That's typically Shaq.
Stop playing. I would never. Come on, man. Let's call it right now. All
right, Shaq.
But I just don't feel like at this point in life, we're not doing too much explaining.
She got caught in the kitchen?
Yeah, she definitely. She shot one of them little health tea promos.
She shot one of what?
You know how they be promoting the little teas or whatever?
That's my point. You should have said, baby, I'm getting fat, and I was interviewing new chefs.
That's a good one.
I know it's a good one.
Wow. All right. The 2-phone problem.
Got it.
You keep a second phone strictly for side activity, clean separation, until one night she finds it. It's dead, but you know once she charges it, it's over. She walks out the room holding the phone up with one eyebrow raised, saying, "Whose phone is this?" You have 30 seconds before it powers back on. What do you say?
Yeah, that's my old phone. You can't find something that ain't lost. You did not find that.
But
I don't even know.
It's about to get powered up, and we're about to see it's got text from yesterday.
We're not about to do all that. Who the hell are these women that y'all so scared of that you rather sit there and panic and be like, oh, when the phone come back on, I got to put the code in, then I got to.
Thank you.
I'm not doing all that.
So how are you handling it? You got 30 seconds.
Shane's son borrowed my car because it was
I definitely want to see what everybody going to do at the bottom too as well.
prom time.
But then again, I'm not mad if you know.
Escalated IQ, so I let him hold.
That's
my
putting your
phone.
sauce out there.
It's probably one of his phones.
And then when it powers up and the first text is, Shaquille, you were amazing last night.
My phones don't power up and just automatically do
That's what I'm
text.
saying. Like, who are you doing all this hypothetical explaining to? This is Shaq.
Yeah, my phone
I'm
have.
not about to explain that.
Thank you. Tell him.
These problems, these are real world problems. Shaq don't have these
Well,
problems.
first of all, if you have a second phone, make sure you got codes on your phone.
First of all, Shaq paying all her bills. So who she gonna ask him about? She's not about to mess that up.
I knew you'd like that.
Do you not know what happened when Shaq come into their life? He don't know.
You don't know.
She's not about to do that. He done bought her
If you
Benz,
do,
paid off her college debt,
preach.
gave her mama some money for her birthday,
Preach.
got him off Spirit Airline, put him on Delta.
Oh, yeah.
That go out be a different situation.
She not, hey, baby, you drop your
No
phone. Here you go.
conversation.
She's not trying to figure out what's in it. Whatever's in Shaq's phone is paying all them bills.
Look at my two work riders, boy. They hate that.
All right, last one. It's called the "You Posted That" problem. You were out last night and posted a story. Well, Shaq wouldn't post stories. You thought you were slick and you only put it in close friends, but you forgot your girl's best friend is on that list, and now she has a screenshot.
See, you got to come up with it.
Yeah, she's
Ain't
not.
nobody trying to be friends on social media with your girl best.
Okay, this is more realistic for Shaq.
Give me something hard.
Okay, your girl, you want to, I'll put in a really hard one after
Go ahead.
this. Your girl's birthday is this Saturday. You already told her you're planning something special. But a different girl posts a flyer on her IG story. Birthday weekend in Miami with Bay. And in the background of her pic, your luggage. Someone sends the post straight to your girl. She hasn't said anything yet. She just sends you the screenshot with the eyes emoji. What's your game plan?
First of all, I don't have luggage in Miami because I got a big house.
Getting sent those screenshots or pictures just with no words, bro, that should be the worst.
on the water.
Oh,
See, that's what I'm saying.
Second of all, you don't make mistakes like that. If it's your girl's birthday, you got to take care of mama. Everybody else can wait. So that's not a real scenario for me.
Okay. I've just asked. Okay.
But if I had to do that, that's my boy Slice. Me and my boy Slice throwing the party in Miami. And
See, that's
He used to
the
fuck with.
trick to being a good man.
yeah, like
First
you
of
always
all,
say,
you
my
got to
God.
establish when you meet a new lady, you got to let her know that your friends ain't. And most of the that happen in your life
Good point.
is a direct reflection of how ain't your friends are.
Good point. And,
Sometimes you have to set up some just so she can see it and be like, see,
and Slice, Miles, and Shane's son ain't
Have you thrown me under the bus yet?
no,
yes,
never. Oh, I did in New York.
it's coming.
You did?
Remember in New York we had
Yeah.
that situation? Yeah, it worked. No, so thank you.
So who thinks I'm an
Oh,
It don't matter.
Okay. I asked Cheat
She ain't left
GPT.
them home in our room.
Damn, boy.
I said,
You
Now
know
you can
how
hang out with
he is.
Shane
If I let you know that, then they gonna know what it
Shane.
was.
You know that's what he like. He get on that tequila, he lose all his inhibition.
so I said, give me a very difficult one specifically for Shaq. And Cheat GPT fired it up. It's called the Hall of Fame setup.
Okay.
Carlos, this is a doozy.
Okay.
Shaq is being honored at a private Hall of Fame dinner.
Right.
Black tie, guests, cameras everywhere. Longtime partner by his side glowing. Midway through the night during the toast, the host says, let's shout out a special someone who flew in just to support Shaq, someone he's been mentoring closely for the last year. A woman stands up, gorgeous, confident, dressed like she's ready to be introduced as more than a mentee. The room claps. Shaq's partner slowly turns to him, and then the woman blows him a kiss on camera. The moment is captured. It goes viral before dessert is served. And then Cheat GPT got cocky. What's the big diesel going to say now?
Shit,
That's a tough one, Shaq.
No, it's not.
These ain't hard enough for you.
That's what, that is,
These are very generic. It's because it's ChatGPT. That's a generic thing. You know
Boy,
what I'm
if you
saying?
had a war
it's too
ceremony,
easy.
they're not gonna fly your side and they be like,
Yeah.
give a special shout out. They're not doing that.
Good point.
This is black man. You gotta ask him something hard. Like you in the Escalade.
Yeah.
It's your baby. And the throat goat pop up on the screen. Phone
this is
ringing
what
loud
happened-
in the mother.
Yeah.
So this is what happened with Just Hilarious. The scenario was Big Booty Dallas pops up on the phone. And it was the first time I've seen Shaq say, you got me.
No, because
She was like, call her right now.
Yeah,
Let's
call her
back.
pull up. I'm not doing all that. So hold on.
Yeah, how would you get out of
Not a word. That's too easy. I don't know her. Why she blowing me kisses? Girls always blow
She
me
was her
kisses.
mentor.
I don't know her.
And
and
then
afterwards she's gonna come over to
you
you
can
and
put him up, Shaq, and be like, I was helping that with her free throw. Ask me about basketball camp, man. Come
Lowe's funny as hell for that.
on.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
phenomenal comedian, and when you riff on 85 South or anywhere I've seen you, it's always great. Where do you see the comedy right now in sports fans? Like if you're ever, like you see the way that we talk about sports, our fans are like, has there ever been something that you just think is ridiculous about the entire thing?
About just sports in general.
People that are obsessed with sports, fans of sports.
I think it's stupid that they tell you how much money that they make.
yeah, I hate that.
Because Walmart don't do that. We just hired a new cashier starting out at $32,000. They don't. It's her part-time job. Don't get it up. She got the option to make $42,000 if she works some Saturdays. Like, why do they put all the business?
All the business.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It's not. I think it creates a
I just agree with that for sure.
huge issue between fans and players. And now we're starting to get it with media. Now we know how much Stephen A's getting paid. That wasn't ever a thing before. 5 years, 100 million.
I don't know. I don't know. Stephen A. I don't know what his real job is.
Talking.
Just be on there, just yelling about that nobody cares about.
He does get emotional about things that
He
are
does.
medium.
But it don't even really, it just be in the sports world. It don't really be like no real argument.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant doesn't eat breakfast. They be like, who cares?
That was a
Say
good
that
time.
again.
Kevin Durant doesn't eat breakfast. I'm telling you. The son's got it all wrong here. What the hell are you mad about?
What was the earliest moment you remember sports making you mad?
Let me see. Sports making me mad. I don't really get upset at sports. I think sports are hilarious, man. I watch it. I don't really be too invested. I can never be sad that my team lost.
Gotcha. You're not a my team guy.
Because like once I got into the entertainment industry and I saw that it was like, as fans see this as like a blood sport, but they don't even see the part like after
y'all
the
like
game,
diehards,
it's the after party.
or-
It's both teams in here. They kick.
Y'all diehards, or like is it kind of like passive, not really caring and stuff like that? Like I definitely feel like with certain teams, like man, like yeah, they got me for sure. I be into it.
making it. Like
Into it,
they
into
the
it.
ones who make the rivalry. So once I saw that was like, oh, they partners. Man, they got a camp. I mean, I grew up on the old school sports where I really thought these hated each other. Like where they was
That's your
smoking
story about
cigarettes and
wrestling.
drinking beers on the bench.
He got up early because he had, was it Hulk Hogan and
Yeah, so I did a WWE event at my house in Orlando. He said, hey, all the wrestlers coming by. I was like, yeah, they can come by. So Hulk Hogan came in. A couple other guys came in. Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan
was it Macho Man?
and Macho Man. And all these start eating
Hey,
my hors
legends.
d'oeuvres and talking with each other. And growing up, I always thought they hated each other.
Exactly.
You know what's great? It actually was a sad day for me because I thought, even though I'm a professional now, I make a whole bunch of money, I thought that wrestling was real.
Down that
But
cocktail,
Shaq,
weenie, brother.
when
I
you
thought
go
it
back
was
and
real. I
watch
did.
Shaq highlights, it was a few people we know you didn't like.
Oh, yeah.
Real
oh,
for
yeah.
real.
You
You ain't had
already
to push
tell.
dude like that. You
Oh, I had
already
to
dunked
push him.
on him. His family was in there.
No, but you know why I pushed him? Because I took it as a sign of disrespect that they didn't double me. That's why I
That dude, Shaq.
bounced and looked back and I was like, oh, you still not coming? And I just kept inching. Like, I already knew I'm not doing no layup,
Yeah,
no
I took it as an
fadeaway.
insult that
If
they
y'all
double
not going
me.
to send 2-3
I
people
feel him,
down,
though.
I'm putting my in his neck.
That's crazy.
I'm that
shit.
I was
dominant.
like, I already know. And then, like, he was trying to be all strong. I was like, get off me, little. That is one of my favorites.
You still feel the hate. He like,
I do.
fuck him.
That's someone's peepaw now. Yeah, that's someone's grandparent hanging out. There's video of him just getting tossed aside.
The general question, if you had to pick 5 living comedians, men and women, to do a tour with, who would you pick?
5?
5.
What? I mean, I'm putting Chico and DC
I
on
already
there.
knew that
I
was
only
two.
got 3 spots left.
Give me a woman.
Give you a woman comedian? Some more.
Oh, she's,
Some more is hands down the
Bro,
funniest
she's the
woman
funniest ever.
doing comedy.
Really?
oh my God.
You ever seen somebody that she just does everything right? Like,
She does.
timing is impeccable. Her jokes are fresh. She always look good. She just know how to deliver them jokes, man. One more legend,
Yeah.
Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac closing the show.
Damn.
We're gonna make him go last so we can come out and watch him.
You on the internet with cars. I didn't know you collect cars. Is that true?
Shaq, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Man, like Los is for sure.
Because
The
you
cars,
got a
that's his
custom
thing.
car from every car shop
Y'all should check
in
that
America.
out.
Like anytime they have
No
a new
sizing.
show where they customizing some cars, Shaq is always in the rotation.
You know
Kill
that.
O'Neal wants us to put karaoke
You know
machine inside of a Tesla. That's inside of a Volkswagen. And we had to build him a seat.
So how many classic cars you got?
Shaq, I'm just a comedian, man.
How many classic cars you got, man?
I really came on your show to beg because I saw a clip where you said you had bought 9 Hellcats and forgot about them.
I did.
Give me one.
Yeah. You know what's
Give me
great?
one. I always hear these stories of you being
No,
so generous.
You know,
Bought a family a van because they had a lot of kids. Shaq, I got a lot of kids. I got 13 kids.
you got 13?
And they all want to ride in the Hellcat. That's crazy. No, I got one.
Oh, you got one?
I got one. I don't know what outlet this go on, but there's only one.
How old?
16.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna show you his highlights after this. I was
Oh,
being
you
professional.
play ball?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah,
He be posting them
I
on
used
his
to collect
story.
Hellcats. I had 10 of them. I only got one now.
What happened to the other 9?
I sold them, traded them in. You know what I'm on now?
You had one with the drop top, didn't you?
Oh, it's out there. I still got out.
Okay.
I was into the cyber trucks, but they don't get enough. I want to say what's the word I'm looking for? Electric mileage.
What charge on the
Yeah,
battery?
charging mileage. And then I just got one of those EQs, them Escalades. I was in Vegas. I ain't had to charge it
That's
for 4 days.
like a fickle subject right now, but them Tesla trucks are still hard. Like the truck, you know what I'm saying? Like
My cyber truck here, if I go
I
downtown
don't
to
know
work
that they're
tonight and
saying
come
that.
back, my gonna be struggling to get back.
Damn.
Wow.
Right now it says 267. If I go up to Atlanta to the thing and come back,
Listen,
when I come
it
back,
ain't gonna be able to carry your big Shaq.
shit
How do you
must-
decide which car you're bringing to work? Because sometimes you go outside and at TNT, he'll have like a vehicle that looks like when Mad Max happens, when the world ends, and there's like people on the streets like I Am Legend. Like he'll drive that. Sometimes it'll be a Hellcat. How do
Armageddon.
you decide the energy you're bringing to work?
I treat them like girlfriends. So my police car girlfriend, I haven't seen her in a while, so I'll probably take her on a date tonight. But I'm leaving tomorrow for another week, so I'll probably take my favorite girlfriend out tonight.
You have a favorite?
Yeah, I got a favorite.
What's your favorite?
My Mad Max truck.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Have you seen this?
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been walking around here, looking around.
You've been feeding
When
the
you go
fish.
back and look at all your security footage, you just go see me on it. But you know, I like them old schools, man. I got a few.
How many you got?
Why don't you ask
It's
which ones do you like the most? Which ones are you most proud
I
of?
like them all because I build them.
Oh, you build.
Yeah, I
Or which ones you don't like and you want to get rid of?
Those custom ones is different.
Shaq, you can buy all of them, man. Let me start over. I need a fresh. I need a fresh start.
Well, you got some
I got
convertibles?
too many, really. It's a
You
lot.
got some convertibles?
Yeah, most definitely.
What you got?
Pick a year. All the donk years, 71 to 76.
That's
I
hard.
need a Lincoln.
A Lincoln.
Yeah, 65.
I can get you one. That's a Ford. I'm a Chevy guy.
Oh, you a Chevy guy?
Yeah.
I got a 64 Impala and a 66 Cadillac and a 69 Ford Galaxy.
Okay.
But I might start collecting old school cars.
I got some.
I don't know yet.
I got a lot of verts.
How
I
many?
just built a 72 Impala.
Wow.
Just got it back the other day.
You have a crew that you build with, or is this like
I got a
person?
shop in Fayetteville.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just got my shop open about a year and a half ago. Got my crew in there. So they doing a bunch of LS swaps and suspension and all kinds of stuff.
It sounds like your happy place. Like,
It is.
the way you're
Dope.
talking about, I can tell like that's your zen area.
You know anybody with a better car collection?
With a better car collection. I don't know if you know Lynn's Garage
No.
out of Houston. Turkey Leg Hut.
Oh, okay, him.
He got a fire collection. Currency got a dope car collection.
Definitely
Ross
shout out to
got a
Turkey
lot
Leg
of
Hut.
cars too. He got a fire collection.
Devin Booker's brought some good, just in terms of
Devin
like
Booker,
active player. He's got some really nice
He
cars.
definitely has the dope. Luca got that 69 Camaro.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah. It's dope.
Yeah, I might get into it. I don't know.
That's the thing. He could get into whatever. You can get a private jet collection if you like.
Nah, not yet.
You still got all the motorcycles in?
No, I had to get rid of them. I got first time my old lady hit me, and the second time my brother hit me.
Damn.
So I moved to the what's some things called?
Big ass body on a little bike.
Yeah, I got 2 Can-Ams and I got 3. What's the other ones? Yeah, slingshots. Yeah,
Okay.
so I like to sit on now.
Yeah, the slingshot's dope. Them cam shots, that's the definitely
And
the
plus,
old
now
head
these old
joints.
clips, I can't be.
I think
leaning
Drewski
and,
did a skit on the joint.
doing all that you used to.
For both of you, what was the car when you were a kid before you had anything that kind of started the love affair?
I loved it, but when I saw the Universal Studios, I was pissed off. Kid,
Oh, Knight Rider.
I
Man.
loved Knight Rider. And then when I saw the Universal Studios, I was like, "This some bullshit." Because you know, like when you watching that little TV and they had that computer, he was like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
And
And
you
then,
talk to it and make
Yeah.
kid.
Welcome-
Come here. And
welcome
kid come
back.
through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
then I
That was
went to
some bad
Universal
shit.
Studios the first time, and they had the original car. I was like, "This the car that they use?" I was like, "Man, that's some." But then, growing up, me and Kenny always used to see the Doughboys.
Yeah.
All of them had Mercedes. So back then in the 80s, I think it was the 560 SEC.
Yep.
That one was right there.
Big
And
body.
then when I was coming up, it was the 600. So I always wanted, I always said to myself, when I get any type of money, I'm going to get me a black Benz. That's what I did.
How about you?
The first car that made me like crazy about cars was probably my 93 Caprice. I love that car.
Where did you see it the first time?
I was out delivering pizza and I found it. And I went back and I got it. And man, it was just
You
one of
delivered
them
pizzas in it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Papa
Oh, yeah.
John's?
Domino's.
No, Papa John's?
Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Papa always took care of me.
Yeah. I need to holler at you about that.
I used to deliver
my
Papas.
checks up.
Shaq in on Papa John's if y'all ain't hip.
It's a perfect time.
I'm all about self-care. I wake up, I hit myself with the rose water mist. Wow. Wake up, get all beautiful, moisturize, shower, cologne. I got a whole.
You got a whole routine. How about you, Shaq?
What I do what?
Any self-care?
Yeah, man.
You had a week off from March Madness.
I don't never have a week off. I told you I take 4 showers a day.
You have to, Shaq. You a big dude.
Yeah, I take
One
4
thing I
showers.
have noticed, here's one. Sometimes I see star players in March Madness, and before the Sweet 16, they get the fresh cut because they've had like 4 or 5 days in between. So what kind of advice would you be giving the dudes in March Madness if they're still in it in these 4 or 5 days before they get going?
Just make sure you look presentable when they put that camera on you. Because when that camera is on you, there's more opportunities. And all it takes is one person from Dove say, oh, he's a good-looking guy. And he averaged 30, who's his agent?
Yeah.
So I always kept my bald and nice. Like I always try to keep, especially like on big game day, my was always fresh.
You had a bald head with sideburns. That was a funny.
Remember that? Remember
What
that?
was that?
Hey, it was the in Florida. Tell them, Ken Dog,
That was a Florida thing?
all of Orlando was doing that.
Did it connect to
The bald head with the sideburns is crazy.
anything, or was it just the
Just the
sideburn?
sideburns. It was
Bald-
Just hanging down.
Yes, just hanging down.
That's
Just
that's
relax
what I'm saying.
sideburns. When I saw that, I was like, man, Shaq tripping. And you had the Hulk Hogan mustache. What the hell? Shaq just be doing shit, man. Shaq showed up to the championship with a handlebar. Like, who the hell?
Ah,
It's Terry mustache.
dog, that's hilarious. A handlebar, man.
You are playing in the March Madness tournament. Your haircut ain't gonna matter if you ain't doing it when you get in the game.
Exactly. I've seen you about 20 times. You've always had a great set.
Thank you.
Have you ever failed? And if so, I want to hear about it.
Have I ever failed?
Yeah, like have you ever had a set to where it just didn't go like your shit?
Absolutely. It was some show in Texas. I was at this weird college, bro. All the black students were like, yeah. All the white people was like, leave. Forgot the name of it, but that was probably one of them questionable shows. But sometimes it's not even about like getting booed off stage or just having a bad set. Sometimes it just don't go how you want it to go. Like you be thinking about it and then you have other shit on your mind and then you just be like, ah. That's the hardest part about doing comedy though.
Like I always said to myself, I'm funny. Like people always say you should do stand up, but I know for a fact if them first 2 jokes don't hit, it's gonna be a long.
You should do it.
Like, nah. If them,
No,
first,
because if you do it,
if them first 2 jokes don't
Yeah, I
hit, I'm gonna
think-
be done.
all you got to do is
I
make
don't
sure
know
the
if
first 2 work.
I don't know. I wonder if Shaq would be good at stand up. Like
Yeah,
just
but
because
how
you're
would I
funny,
know?
like
I'll
that's
tell
one
you.
of the hardest jobs.
I could give you a consult, like a little, but I'm gonna charge you a fee because you Shaq. I know you love to pay for that. You hate free. They told me that.
He doesn't like free.
He don't like free.
I thought about this.
That was in the notes. They was like, when you go on there, don't give him nothing for free. He only like the best. I was like, all right, so I got a bag of I'm gonna sell you after this.
But no, you want to do it, but you've always said you're afraid of the first 2 jokes. But I feel like if there was a consultant, this could be a solution for this.
And then like if I do comedy, I want to go lean towards your style, that Corey Holcomb. Like I want to go
You
crazy,
should do it.
but I can't.
I think you got a lot to talk about
I do, but I don't.
because you've been a professional athlete so long. It was a lot of that you couldn't say. Now you can say that.
For sure.
Nope. I'm terrified.
Like I could see Shaq doing one of those one night stand up Broadway shows, kind of like Mike Tyson did. It was like a 1-man show. It wasn't like no Broadway was singing or anything, but it was like he pretty much was like doing a comedic act out of like his life and
Tell
telling
you,
funny
dog, the
stories.
first 2 jokes on here, yo.
If y'all ain't never seen that, watch that. That Mike
You
Tyson joint
watched
was
some
funny.
comedian bomb one time, and that emotion stayed around you. You're like, I never want that to happen to
seen
me.
That's
A lot
some
of
of the
comedians,
funniest
bro.
shit in the world.
Watching a comedian bomb.
That's when the real comedic chops come out. Like just trying to see if they can save it.
So you've seen some great saves.
Hell yeah. I know one comedian, he funnier when he bombing than when he's actually doing good.
It just like triggers something in him.
It's just like, cause he don't give a if he do good or not. He like, I need this money tonight.
Yeah.
Who was that?
T-Ray,
Oh,
T-Ray Sanders.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
This is the most like.
So
out of
you're in the back
all
kind
my-
of hoping the first 2 don't hit.
Man, some of them nights I just be hoping. Cause some nights don't like it could be a flawless set. But then some nights it's just like, I gotta get this money. And it's the same, but it's like when it works, it really works. But when it don't work, it's still funny because I know it worked.
Yeah.
Man, he has had like this dude is just so like original. Like you could never hear his jokes anywhere else. It's just like you only can get it from him.
Shaq is we're very similar because I think we kind of look at comedy as a sport. And I've been to the Cellar I live in New York, so I'm in the Cellar, and I sometimes can't take my eyes off of the table of comedians watching the comedian because they're analyzing it different than everyone else. Everyone is kind of caught up in it. I'm watching for how do they use their hands, how do they do pauses, and I'm so curious. Is it like athletes watching another athlete? Are you trying to steal stuff? Are you just wanting to see how they react? Yeah. What is that table like watching?
The same way as the crowd have crowd favorites. It's some comedians we got comedian favorites because there's some guys who they don't care.
It's like your favorite comedian
about the jokes or
it's the same thing at hoop. It's like your hooper's favorite.
Like they're just funny overall that they do in comedy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they kind of got like a niche. Like it was this one old dude, he was like probably 83 years old, still going to open mic every night, still hanging out, smoking
clip's
weed,
been going on viral
beers all night. But all his jokes was just about Alabama.
You talking about the white guy, Honest John?
Nah, it was this other dude around here. All his jokes was about Alabama, like every joke. So it was like, oh, here you go with the Alabama. But you would think you would heard them all, but he would always, all the jokes that he wrote was about Alabama. And I was in New York one time. I don't even know if this dude still do comedy, bro. Like, he was not doing good. He was so adamant that it was way better than they were giving him credit for. But his whole set was just about yams. And the crowd would be booing at him, and he'd be like, y'all want me to talk about something else? They're like, hell yeah. That. Talking about yams. And just keep going. Like,
it's so weird. It's great.
Yeah. Hold on.
You have the whole world to make jokes.
Yams.
Yams, like actual yams.
Like orange sweet potatoes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen.
It's funny that Shaq clarified that, but I was wondering like which yams. But still, either one is crazy for a whole set.
The biggest fail I've seen was we were doing a Shaq comedy roast. And it's me, Jamie, a couple other Monique, a couple other fake comedians, and this kid named Doug Williams comes up.
Oh man,
it's the most famous one, I think.
And he's like, we're going over how the set gonna go, who's gonna go, and Doug was like, Shaq, put me on. So I would listen to everybody. He just kept going. We was like, and James was like, no man, what you doing? And then Doug goes, I'm funnier than him, and he points at Jamie. And Jamie taps me and the producer. He said, all right, put him on.
Man.
Yeah. Oh,
that was an epic moment.
This is your conscience,
bro. That's dope. That is a backstory to that. I'm not sure if y'all ever seen that, but look that up on YouTube. Definitely pause while this is pause and go look that up on YouTube. Hilarious. That comedian,
bro.
Jamie Foxx ripped him, man.
Went up there. I felt kind of bad for him because I was like,
no, he asked for that.
Yeah, he did. He did.
That's the sports side. That's the competitive.
Do you even know Shaq?
I'm bombing right now.
Do some black jokes. Get him back on my side.
Yeah.
I had to fight
definitely an epic moment, man.
The Shaq All-Stars going for so long, man, giving comedians a platform and just letting them do their thing, bro. That's dope.
Brother, I like to laugh. Laughing for me is a reliever of stress. And you had a good point. I like when people talk about me. I don't get a sense of it. If it's like comedian can say what they want to say. Everybody else, I'm gonna have to check your temperature. But like the comedian, when they say something, I don't even respond. The one that embarrassed me one day, Leslie from Saturday Night Live.
Leslie Jones.
She had a hard fit in LA at the Comedy Store. She went in on me. She looked at me like, you big black. Me and you will have a big old black, like, baby. Like, she actually scared me. I'm looking at her like, oh, out of your big black. And I was just sitting there.
You probably would.
Yeah, I was like, all right, change it. Switch it up.
If you were going to compare your path to an athlete's path, who would you say mirrors your journey?
One of them Dominican baseball players. They want it.
Barehanded, no gloves.
No glove.
Yeah.
Learn how to pitch with a bottle cap.
Yeah, catch him with a cardboard box.
Cardboard glove. I had it rough. I'm from Mississippi. I ain't have $1 I didn't even have $1. It was just the dream.
Damn. And you ain't lost that ever.
No, hell no. I already know what the other side look like. This gotta work. I'm not doing nothing else. So yeah, and the more successful I get, the better I become at quitting. I love that I got to the point in my career where I can be like, who the fuck you talking to? And leave.
That is a power move.
It'll leave.
And nobody even questioned it. It's
Right.
like, you know, you don't need to do this.
That's dope. That is kind of a place where you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
I think Shaq
choose
earlier
you
said,
over
I
anything.
own the company. We'll do that later.
That's supposed to be it anyways, though.
Always like I asked Chico and I asked DC this when y'all doing that show, all that freestyle, like y'all don't have notes and we're gonna do.
No, we would. That would be like cheating if we
Each
did
show
that.
is different.
So every night, because I done seen a couple highlights. I've never see y'all miss. So every show y'all do when y'all go on your little tours, it's all freestyle.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the show.
That difficult?
Absolutely. Because sometimes it could just be total chaos, man. We could be thinking 3 different things and then something happening, but it also is an advantage too because you got 3 different point of views, picking out, pointing out, setting up. You know what I mean? And that's just how we
Like a
naturally
constant
kick
flow.
it. So
And it just works
that's what's
because they
the
mesh
easiest
so
to
well
do.
together.
We was gonna talk that shit anyway.
That's just a testament
Yes.
to,
That's talent.
it's a testament to talent, but it's also a testament to putting in the work because you've been in so many situations that you can handle any situation.
Right.
You know, by the time you're 2001 in the Lakers, you've already been in the league for 9 years. Ain't nobody showing you haven't seen before.
Not at all.
And so you have so much preparation built into that point, and you respect each other.
Yeah, that's
The way
thing
y'all talk
it.
about each other, y'all really love each other.
Well, you got some good teammates, man, and you can rely on them. That Shaq, you know that, man. It make you look like an even superstar when you got the trust amongst the team, and you know that, hey, man, just let him have this. He in his bag right now. Oh, you having a great night tonight. Oh, they love you. You can't miss.
Yes.
Go ahead, take the
Feed 'em.
point.
And that comedy performance and all of that, the silence sometimes, if there's fear in your partners, then everyone's trying to fill it. But if you know they got it, you could just sit back and let them cook, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, the trick to comedy is timing. Like, you got to know how to time that. Let the audience bounce back, or you know what I mean, or that little half a second break before you deliver the punchline. That's the real poetry of it.
What I've always loved and respected about you is you can just look at him and just go off. Like I've seen you at
I
one
don't
of
want
them
him to make
shows.
fun of your hat.
No,
bro.
seriously. I seen him at the show. Like I see you come out.
As soon as the show did pop, that's the first thing I was looking at. I was like, Shaq with this damn hat, man. Go ahead with that, man. What is this, conductor?
You're supposed to do what you
The
do, but
conductor
you
cap.
was boom, 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 like 20 jokes. And I was like, that's when I first saw. I was like, this was really good.
See, that's what separate the comics from the comedians, bro. Comedians know how to make it funny. Sometimes like people like, how do you get ready for the show or how you prepare? I always, like you said, the first 2, I always be thinking of just like where to start. And then sometimes you can see, this what you like the crowd tell you what jokes to tell.
He said a joke one time like, all you fat with doodle stains in your thong stand up. Like, what? All you fat with doodle stains in your thong stand up.
Would you like to do WPS or BPS?
Yes, let's do it.
White people or black people?
Okay.
Game sweeping the nation. It is literally what we do at TNT in commercial breaks, where Shaq will just lift up a bag of Cheetos and go,
Black
white
people
or
shit.
black
No. Cheetos is black people. Stop it.
Hell,
Never.
yes.
I said,
Shaq
you
always
asked the
keep it
question.
authentically black, man. He endorses Buick. That is the black car right there.
That's right.
No, you ain't got no damn lacrosse, Shaq.
I had a Buick.
Shaq, you was in the commercial in the car
I
like
was not in a car like that. You didn't see my legs. So listen, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little tight, but I know that you can't focus on 2 things at once. So if you go back to that commercial, the last 2 seconds I did like that. So you focus on my hand. So you couldn't see.
tricker.
But-
It wasn't no seat in that car.
But
I didn't know Buick. So Buick is BPS.
oh yeah, Blues
Black
Black.
My grandpa had a
But
Buick.
I got so mad of telling me I couldn't fit in the Buick, I bought a Buick.
All right, first one, driving barefoot.
That's white
WPS.
Who'd you say?
WPS.
Okay.
That's definitely white. Y'all think y'all
Definitely.
supposed to do everything barefoot,
Be centered to the
khaki
earth.
shorts on, try to take your dog.
I want to set this
everywhere.
game up for real. Like we should set this game up, chat, for real.
What is up with that?
Let's stay with the dog. Naming your dog something like Charles or Denise.
Yeah, we don't give our dogs real names. We give our dogs descriptions.
Yes.
Like what?
Killer.
Like we'll have a black dog and his name would be Blackie, Smokey, Midnight.
That's true.
Meanwhile, we're like, Cheryl.
Yeah, y'all be want to name y'all dog like Malachi and like that.
That's my cousin name.
Way up.
Malachi.
WPS.
Give they dog a whole name. Hey, Paul Sampson, come here.
Yeah.
Definitely black people names.
Paul
Feed 'em.
Sampson, he's Jack Russell.
Yes, they feed them. They let them ride in the car
Come on, man. He's like one of the family.
on the highway. Oh no, you don't stay.
Black people put our dog out for licking us.
If you don't stay
You know
yourself.
what's outside? Let lick my face.
Yeah.
White people let the dog lick the
That's
spoon
true.
in the
Yeah,
mixing
yeah.
bowl.
That's true as hell.
All right, what about keeping plastic bags under the sink?
Oh, that's black people.
Come
Yeah,
on.
black people.
We invented
And in the
recycling.
drawers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all never knew about repurposing.
We just
You
throw
think
it out.
that that's just a garbage bag or a Walmart bag, but it's not. That's a lunchbox. That's a trash bag.
That's luggage.
That's luggage. You never. We gonna use that. That's a bonnet when it's raining.
Yeah.
We have 30 uses for them little bags.
Yeah.
Having an entire drawer just for hot sauce packets.
That's everybody.
I think so.
I think
That's
that's
fat
human.
people. That's fat people.
FPS.
Yeah.
That's why we ask for extra sauce so
Everybody got
much.
his sauce
Sometimes it
drawer.
ain't just for the food we ordered. Sometimes we know that ain't no more in that drawer.
For the next one.
Exactly.
Bringing Tupperware to someone else's house before the food is served.
That must be white people because we gonna just take whatever you got at your house
And
put it in one of them Walmart bags.
Yep.
Oh, we bring back the
Yeah,
bag.
we don't need
And tell
black
them we'll
people don't
bring it
even buy
back.
Tupperware.
Yeah, yeah.
We get Tupperware from we already buy. Like if you ain't never ate spaghetti out of a Cool Whip container, you probably ain't never ate spaghetti before.
Exactly.
Country crock butter. Nobody remembers the butter.
Like to this day, I'd have been over to a refrigerator and it, like the country crock butter container got something else in it.
Yep.
But it
To
was
this
some
day.
greens that was in there in the back of
Yes,
that
it was.
refrigerator.
That's definitely
Yeah,
black
I
people
remember.
stuff.
I remember them days.
Black people, the only people who you know that'll make a gallon of Kool-Aid in an old milk jug. We recycle all.
All that.
So then this one is interesting. Shaq, don't answer. Taking home towels from hotels.
Come on.
Hold on.
Come on. You know who that is.
Who is it?
That sound like stealing, so that's white people. No, it's just bullshit.
I do that now.
You said you don't use washcloths from hotels.
I said I don't use that washcloths, but I still towels now. I got towels from all over the world.
That's your kleptomania. You like to steal hotel towels?
I take towels. I don't steal.
Okay, you take towels.
Yes.
Sometimes you
Don't be
need a towel.
sneaky.
Well, because we had this discovery, because washcloths has been one of the, and that's not white people, even though I used one today and it was spectacular.
You just started using washcloth?
No, I'm a washcloth user.
Don't try to say it because you around us. If you ain't been using them, just say
No,
you
I
ain't
On the
been
road. Use washcloths in
using them.
hotels?
Hell yeah.
No, hell no,
He
man.
thinks they're gross. He goes, someone probably used that in their.
Oh, I take my own.
You bring your own washcloths.
Hell yeah.
And that's what
I
he
got my
said, and
own
I'm
washcloth,
still shocked.
My
at
own
I
soap.
don't use
I
no.
got all
I
that.
don't use no.
So you'll go a trip with your own soap.
Absolutely.
Wow. I think white people just trust the hotel.
Why?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
What is it against? Like, what white people hate about like hygiene and washing up? Where
But
y'all
I mean,
so
like,
against
we're
this
still
shit?
showering and using soap.
We taught y'all how to do this way back, and y'all don't even want to do it no more.
But I've never thought, like, he'll be like, what if somebody gets diarrhea on the washcloth?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, I assume they're using.
Comment below if y'all taking y'all own stuff. I'm on the
New
road a lot,
washcloths,
so
no,
I've learned to
washing
take my.
them.
I'm
I'm assuming that people are just
fully
like,
set with all of
this is
that.
for Shaq, and then like diarrheaing.
Nah, man, they got a whole laundromat on the bottom of the hotel.
That's what
you
I'm saying, they wash.
Never hit the wrong button and wind up in the basement like you got a laundry set.
Yeah.
All right, what about at a sporting event yelling, let's go?
White people.
I'm noticing we're in an epidemic where everyone's yelling,
Black people don't
let's
say
go.
let's
all
go.
the-
No, black
Yeah,
people.
but
Get
see,
the
we don't-
shot, Trey.
We don't usually say "let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
So
black fans.
what's the BP version of yelling?
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't pay all that money for this.
Yep.
No,
yeah,
but this is
that-
positive.
that's
Your
the
teammate's
one
a
right
big
there.
shot, and I guess white people go, "Let's go."
No.
What's that?
We don't do that. We just dap each other up.
That be y'all just drunk yelling.
We do
Black
that.
people be at the game trying to talk to the people in the game. Shaq,
Yes.
bro, check your phone.
We going to Magic City after the game?
After this, what y'all doing after this?
The last one, going to the airport 4 hours early just in case.
Oh, white
That's
people.
definitely.
That is some white
shit.
people shit.
I be on my
Not
white
going
people
early
shit.
unless we around some. We don't want
I definitely at the airport early. I don't care.
to be around no more.
Never going early.
I try not to go early.
Like if we get to on Sunday and we're like, man, we're live, man. My flight leave at 2. Man, I'm just so ready to get away from there.
Just hang out at Chili's for 3 hours. I don't know why I naturally don't like everybody at the airport. Like when I go into the airport and people are just sitting near the gate, I'm like, these
I always feel bad when I see old people at the airport.
real
'Cause I
early.
know wherever they going, nobody's really looking forward to them getting there. I'm going to visit my granddaughter. Gotta pick her ass.
I had an old lady on my
Carlos, I
flight.
need you to go pick your grandma up.
I had an old lady on my flight that she started having a panic attack. And she was like, in 1987, my friend died in a plane and I have not flown since. I was like, this is the first time? And she was like, yeah. And the flight attendant had to stand next to her and like hold her hand. And she just looked at me about 85 times. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You know what you should have did? Get her right in the throat.
I don't like the people who put the animals on the plane.
That's an uncomfortable ass flight right there.
Oh,
And
it's
definitely
bigger.
Either.
The
I
pets.
was behind. I was in front of like a pit. It was like that big.
Service dog.
Service dog.
Yeah, I don't be liking that either.
Mm-mm.
You're not flying with people?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
When?
I fly. I don't. What you think I got my own? I don't have my own plane. That was AI.
Everywhere, man.
That was AI. I ain't got my own plane. I fly Delta. I go to the thing. I go under, and I'm always the first on the plane.
I would love for you to describe what it takes for people to get through security to show that you haven't been through security.
You know what I hate about security?
What?
Oh, hey, Shaq, can we take a picture? Yeah.
That's bad.
Let me see your ID. Before I get to the thing, they all run up to take pictures. Then when I get there, they say, let me see your ID.
Yeah, they have to. They don't
Well, yeah,
have
it goes
a
into
button
the
that can be like,
database.
this Shaq.
Well,
Do you know it won't go to the next screen unless they do an ID? That's the only way they can get in there.
you sure?
I'm
Yeah,
positive.
it's not like
'cause I
a
looked.
club.
Oh, okay. Because
You
That
don't
pissed me
check
off,
in
like
your ID, they just gonna be like, hey, 1531. You ain't check nothing. I'm like, that's Shaq. Yeah, but you still got it. You know the rules, and then you
that
getting people
make me
rolled up.
really mad.
You're like, you clearly know who it is.
I'm taking pictures, and then as soon as I get the same pic, let me see your ID. I don't have ID. Oh, we can't let you through. If you don't know who I am, I know you are. I just need to see your ID. And I got to pull my ID. That makes me mad.
Barkley at the airport, he puts on like a hat like he's hiding, but he's like, hey, man, good to see you. And it's like, man, you're so loud.
Yeah.
Like he acts like he's
The accent. I bet the him doing the voice was crazy.
hiding, but he's
Yeah.
like, man, look at the crazy weather. And we're like, shut the
The
fuck
imitation.
up,
I
man. We all-
love that Charles Barkley don't even try to correct the words that he f***ed up.
You don't at all.
They used to I used to always watch him when he used to be like, Kobe Bryant is the best basketball player.
back and ball.
Basketball.
Basketball.
He's the best basketball player. Listen, Shaq, I'm gonna tell you something else too.
Did you see what he said this weekend?
No, what is that?
So he's doing college basketball, and the halftime starts, and Ernie goes, all right, Chuck, what do you think? And Chuck goes, well, that's a good question. And Kenny goes, man, he just asked you. He goes, I'm going to be honest. I was watching the other game. And Ernie just started dying. He's like, never am I. Chuck literally just said, I wasn't watching the game. That happened this past weekend, college basketball.
That's full crazy.
Are you ready to be a doctor, Carlos?
A doctor?
Yes.
Nah,
Dr.
I'm not.
Miller.
I'm
Dr.
not.
Miller, yes, you are.
Dr. Shaquille O'Neal has been answering people's questions from all over this world. And today we have one from China. in Los Angeles.
Uh-oh.
The person's name is China.
Okay.
Hold on. So her name China
China D.
in Los Angeles.
In Los
'cause
Angeles.
And a deal, all right.
He made it seem like China and Los Angeles.
Shaq, I hope you see this message because you always say stuff that makes me think. My fiance proposed to me in Vegas a year ago, but I overheard him on the phone today talking to one of his boys about our engagement saying, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." When I confronted him about it and asked if that's why we don't have a wedding date set, he said he was just joking. But I don't play like that. I don't want to be with a dude who doesn't respect me or our relationship. I don't want to overreact. So can you tell me what can be some of the reasons a 35-year-old man would play like that?
Because that's how him and his friends play. Where you be finding all this heartbroken content?
I don't know.
You in love?
This is Shane's high school friends. They comment on the Facebook
that's you.
page.
You old sucker for
So
love.
the question is,
Every time you look
what?
up, he trying to find the answers to some, girl, you. That's you.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
your ass.
The question is what?
What?
No, I know the question, but I got to make sure I give her the answer.
Said, why a 35-year-old man playing like that?
Yeah. And is she overreacting?
The question is, what are you doing to make sure he wants to marry you? Because I always said to myself that, marriage is like a lot of people want to be married, but some people have to be persuaded to be married. I've always thought the relationship was a persuasion game. Hey, baby, let me get your phone number. I persuade you, give me the number. Hey, baby, let's go on a date. Hey, baby, can I make love to you? Hey, baby, can I be your boyfriend? Hey, baby, can we be engaged? So what are you doing to make it undeniable that he's going to marry you? I think you should go in there and talk to him when you're riding that thing one last time. And you'll be able to know when you look in his eyes like, hey, you want to marry me or not? And if you don't give you the right answer, be gone.
Do it while she's riding.
While she's riding him and said, you don't want to marry me? I heard you talking to Shane and them in the kitchen. What the f we doing? And then look in his eyes and by his answer. And if he give a nonchalant answer, then don't waste your time. But
Ruin that sex.
what are you
Hello.
doing?
Baby, what happened? Don't bring Shane up. Why my out?
I don't know if that. I don't know. I don't know. That's a
We
good
gotta
time.
start over, man.
You are going to get the most honesty
Yeah.
at that moment.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you doing?
Shane, why we fucking?
What are you doing to make him say, you know what? I'm going to marry her.
If you really want to get married later, stop picking petty arguments. Just sit back and chill. He already asked you. He supposed to get 6 months of no. Shut up for 6 months. He already asked. And then you could do that on the 7th month.
That message goes to both of my work wives.
Check, you got some bad little work wives, though. I ain't going to choose yet because I want to see what the other white women doing. We're going to walk over here and
You got to go upstairs.
not coming over here and you ain't going to at least show me the white women, Shaq. Come on, man.
They left me, bro. Because they wanted to be, what's the
Anonymous?
No, para. No, when you have more than one woman.
Oh,
Yeah, they want to be,
polygamous.
Like, oh, you a player.
they want to be
You got to use the big word. You a player. You got more than one woman.
You're right, but yeah, they didn't want-
non-monogamous?
He trying to be polyamorous.
No,
Polygamous?
yeah, polyamorous. That's where I'm
polyamorous,
looking. Yeah,
pansexual?
yeah,
No,
but they
that's
didn't want to
different.
be.
Don't let him trick you, Shaq. That ain't the same.
What is it? Pan what?
No,
That's
it ain't. No, it ain't.
Yeah, nah.
Pansexual is when you anybody. That's
Oh
don't
yeah,
do that.
no, that
Trying to
ain't
trick
me.
Shaq. That is not your partner.
Yeah, that ain't me.
I'm gonna be co-hosting it in 2 weeks. What?
He's been angling it for like the last 15.
Hold on, pansexual is what?
You have sex with all typps of sexual.
Yeah, you a
hell
anybody in the kitchen.
Polyamorous is what you're saying, which is like more than
Yeah.
one lover.
Yeah, but they left me.
For real?
Yeah,
Damn,
What
Shaq.
do you think was the straw that broke the camel's back?
they didn't want to be noticed.
What you mean?
I was living here in my own little perfect world, and just blew my spot, and they all got mad.
Yeah, Shaq, you don't understand what's going on outside with the culture. Clearly, because you don't understand. Once they get with you, they want to go somewhere. They've been hanging out around here, not doing. They see you all DJing in Vegas, and
They blocked me.
exactly.
So they probably
I
went to
told
the
a few
next.
hoes to block Shaq. Nope. Because
All gone.
Shaq, hey,
I'm sitting here alone.
I don't believe that.
I'm alone like I'm I ain't got nobody.
Oh, look at all these accomplishments on the wall, man. That's a lot to do. I bring her in here and be like, girl, you better read some of this.
No stupid,
You
bro.
what the hell of a look at this.
Give it up for Karlous Miller, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey. Definitely shout out to Los, man, for sure. So like I said, shout out to the whole 85 fam. Shout out to the big podcast. Shout out to Shaq. Make sure y'all continue to watch some of their interviews and content that they got coming out for sure. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Like I said, comment some of your favorite moments at the bottom. I definitely want to start threads, and I definitely appreciate you if you got this far. You already know it's the wave. We out. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Godly Crown. Make sure y'all follow on all platforms, and Mickeyswave as well. Follow on all platforms. I catch y'all.